we're joined by political analyst Zakhele Ndlovu, who's actually at the conference himself, and he joins us now to just talk us through the events of this weekend and news coming in today that President Cyril Ramaphosa, who's the president of the ANC as well, will not be closing that conference. The newly elected chairperson of the KwaZulu-Natal leadership of the ANC confirming that news to Newzroom Afrika. Zakhele, thank you very much for taking time out of the conference to join us now. Perhaps let's just start with this. How would you capture or characterize the tone of this elective conference this weekend?
Well, I think what is coming out very strongly is that the president of the ANC does not enjoy strong support in KZN. And also, I think what we are also seeing here is that the candidacy of former Health Minister Dr. Zakhele Ndlovu is now official because basically he has won the support of the province of KwaZulu-Natal where he comes from. So these are very interesting developments because if you look at the provincial conferences that have taken place, Cyril Ramaphosa came out very, very strong because he won the support of Limpopo, the Eastern Cape and Mpumalanga province.
You say that the president of the ANC does not enjoy strong support in KwaZulu-Natal. How will this rebellion, for lack of a better word, play itself out when we take a look at the policy conference that we are expecting next week?
Well, it's quite clear that the president no longer enjoys the kind of credibility that he had. And I think that has a lot to do with the Phala controversy. And then so, you know, we all remember that President Ramaphosa campaigned on the platform of fighting corruption. Now he is a bit tainted and there's this cloud hanging over him. So the policy conference is going to take place when he's no longer in a strong position. That at the beginning of the year, it seemed that, you know, he was a sure bet to emerge victorious in December.
In 2015, Jacob Zuma was deputy president at the time, and he was dismissed by President Thabo Mbeki at the time. And you speak of Dr. Zakhele Ndlovu possibly now enjoying some support, especially ahead of the December elective conference. For those whose political careers, it would seem from the outside looking in, have been buried, could they be resurrected, the likes of Ace Magashule, for instance, with this development in KwaZulu-Natal?
Yeah, look, I think at this point we can safely say that there is no, for lack of a better word, you know, say like, you know, it's a done deal that, you know, people who have been expelled from the ANC are no longer relevant. And you correctly cited the example of former President Jacob Zuma, who was kicked out by former President Thabo Mbeki. And so I don't think that the political careers of people like Ace Magashule is over. I think that we're going to get a clear indication at the policy conference. But definitely the so-called IT forces are looking to make a comeback. And I think they're going to use the policy conference to make their presence felt.
What have you heard on the ground, especially in light of the news that the president of the African National Congress, Cyril Ramaphosa, will not be closing that particular conference, even though, like you cited, he closed the one in the Eastern Cape and Mpumalanga as well?
Yeah, you know, people are not surprised that for some reason that the president is no longer coming to close the conference. I think for, you know, I think President Cyril Ramaphosa was concerned that maybe he could get booed. And so he felt that probably the safest thing to do is to just stay away. And also, if you noticed on yesterday, in fact, and Monday, the people who are considered close to President Ramaphosa did not receive a warm welcome. And I'm referring to Police Minister Peggy and Paul Mashatile.
Thank you very much for weighing in on this matter. Zakhele Ndlovu is a political analyst.